I'm Jason Little. This is 10 minutes off the top of my head. Conspiracy theories. I love to talk about conspiracy theories, don't you? No? Why not? Well, let me tell you something, man. Some of those conspiracies are true. And I know who shot Kennedy. Yes, I do. I'm not really a tinfoil hat kind of guy. But I do believe in some of the conspiracies. But I don't know for sure. You know what I mean? I want to talk about today the Illuminati. Now, I've spent a great deal of time reading books, looking at YouTube videos, watching YouTube videos, reading online websites and information, and looking at lists and looking at all kinds of different material surrounding the idea of the Illuminati. I have come to the conclusion that there is no singular group out there right now that has great power that is called the Illuminati. But the Illuminati do exist. The Illuminati is not a noun, it's an adjective, and it should be used as such. There are groups out there that are Illuminati groups. But I don't believe that there's one group and they have meetings and get together and say, all right, I call this meeting of the Illuminati to order. Hello, everybody. Sit down. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're going to worship Satan for 10 minutes. And then we're going to get a report on how the domination of the United States is going. After that, the domination of Europe. No. That doesn't exist. However, there are Illuminati who are in other groups that are seeking to bring about a one world government. Yes, I know, time for the tinfoil hat. But think about it. Especially you that are Christians, think about it. Doesn't the Bible tell us that there's going to be a one world government system? Yes, it does. The Bible tells us, and this is one of the things that you can be sure about in the book of Revelation, it describes for us a one world government and a one world religion. Did you know that right now there are people advocating all around the world for a one world government? A government that will destroy the sovereignty of every nation on planet Earth. A government that will be socialist in nature. And a government that wants equality. That's not the right word. The right word is fairness for all. Anytime you hear the word equality spoken by a politician, substitute that word in your mind. Substitute the word fairness for equality, because that's what they're really talking about. And is it fair that you have right now in your bank account $10,000 and I've got $2? Or is it fair that your neighbor has $100,000 in their bank account and you've only got $10,000? Is that fair? Is that equal? Is that equality? Is it? Should things be that way? Or perhaps your neighbor should give you $40,000 and then he'll have 60. Or better yet, you'll have 50 and then how does that work? Let's see here. Come on, math genius. Perhaps your neighbor should give you $50,000 and you should give me $25,000, and then your neighbor should give away another $25,000 to his other neighbor, and then we'll all have $25,000. That's fair. That's equality. That's what the New World Order really wants, is equality and fairness on that magnitude. They want everybody to be equal. But the interesting thing is they want everybody to be equally poor and under their thumb. Now, we just had an election in this country, and back in November 2016, Donald J. Trump became the president of the United States of America, was elected to president. He is now president of the United States of America and has been for a little bit less than 1 month. All hell is breaking loose every single day because there is a conspiracy by the globalist one world government people to try and take down the borders of the United States, the language and the culture, and turn us into a nation of automatons who obey without question the orders of the New World Order. That is what is really going on. Every time you turn on your TV and you watch the news and you see what's happening in the world, what is going on is a struggle between the globalists and those of us that believe in freedom, those of us that believe in the United States of America. Now, I want to talk about a couple of specific groups. Number one, the Freemasons. And the Freemasons get, in some ways, an undeserved reputation. Freemasons are blamed for everything that is evil and wrong in the world. If it's bad, the Freemasons did it. If it's evil, it was the Freemasons. Everybody's a Freemason, by the way, including Beyonce. She's a Freemason. Did you know that? Rihanna, she's another Freemason. Yeah. Lady Gaga, Freemason. Jay-Z, Freemason. Now let me tell you what's wrong with that. Number one, women are not allowed to be Freemasons. So when you watch some video and it tells you that Beyonce's a Freemason, wrong. It tells you that Lady Gaga's a Freemason, wrong. It tells you that Miley Cyrus is a Freemason, wrong. They're not Freemasons. They can't be, because Freemasons don't allow women. That's not fair. That's not equality. I will also say this about the Freemasons, that the overwhelming majority of those that are Masons do not have any idea what the real agenda is of the Masons. And when you watch a YouTube video and you go and tell them, well, I saw that the Masons sacrificed children to Lucifer. And they tell you, well, we don't do that in my lodge. I've never even heard of that before. Why would you say something like that? You're wrong. They're right. Because your information is coming from a source that got it from a source that got it from another source. Or your information is coming from a guy who read a book 100 years ago. Or from a guy who wrote a book 100 years ago. And you are looking at a speck on the elephant. And so when we look at a group like the Freemasons and we say, oh, they're Illuminati. They may very well be, but that guy who's going to lodge meetings every once in a while, or I don't even know how often they do it, and I'm not a Mason, okay? Oh, you're a Mason. I just saw you do the Mason hand signal. It's the M for... No, dude, come on. I'm not a Mason. Don't want to be a Mason. Not going to join the Masons. But I also don't think that they deserve the blame for all the ills that go on in the world, or that they need to be tagged, if you will, mislabeled as Illuminati. Because the little guy that goes to your church that's on the Masonic Bowling League, dude, he's not trying to take over the world. Okay? That's just all there is to it. So calm down about the Masons. Who are the ones that are really trying to take over the world? Well, you got the international bankers, Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, the Bilderbergers. Yeah, those are real groups. Look them up. Look them up. They're real groups. The Bilderbergers I don't think that they officially use that name. That's the name that conspiracy theorists have put on them. But they're a real group. And they're influential people who are in government and who have power. And they're trying to bring about a one world government. They're trying to abolish borders, and they want to make everything fair and equal. And look up a few things. Look up the Georgia Guidestones. The Georgia Guidestones. Very interesting stuff. Look up the Trilateral Commission. Look up the Council on Foreign Relations. Look up the Bilderbergers. There's a lot of good people out there that have done good work on uncovering things, But understand, there is a conspiracy to bring about a one world government. And you're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. So which are you? I have to go now because I'm late for my electroshock. I need to work on that editing software. You know what I'm saying? Let me try that again. Pretend like you didn't hear it. I got to go now because I'm late for my electroshock appointment. God bless you. See you next time.